YouTube. How are you guys doing today? It is me again, your favorite Texas trucker. I'm about to roll through Chicago again. I don't know why I'm being hard-headed going through Chicago instead of going around it. I know better, but it's 6:30 in the morning, so I'm thinking I can slip through without getting caught in too much traffic. I'm not going to be surprised really if I get caught in it. But I really ought to go around it instead of going through it. And I know that, but I'm being hard-headed, so nobody to blame but myself if I get in here and get caught in traffic. Anyway, I made a video this morning, and I was at the Richfield terminal, and tired and sore, uncomfortable because the bunk is the mattress they give you is pretty shitty, and I just haven't had the money to get anything to make it more comfortable. So a little cranky today. I'm sore, I ache. I got enough sleep, not as much as I'd have liked, but I got enough sleep. And besides, I'm not going to be running that hard this weekend. I ended at Richfield at a little over 2,500 miles. I thought it was 27, but I'd miscalculated. It's 2,518 miles, I think, is what I had when I delivered there yesterday. Today's Saturday. Then I got dispatched on a load to pick up at Miller Brewery, but then I got notified early this morning, about 1 o'clock in the morning, from Qualcomm that that load had been pulled and taken to the West Dallas drop yard. So I went there to pick it up, which is a whole lot more convenient to pick it up there than Miller, so I'm not complaining about that. Anyway, it's a 2-drop load going to Massachusetts. The first drop is, I got it in my pocket. I never can remember the name of these cities. I go to so many of them that I forget. Anyway, the first drop is in Randolph, Massachusetts. The second drop, and the final, is in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts. All told, the whole thing's about 1,100 miles. So when I end Monday, when I deliver this, I'll be at about, I got it calculated, I'll be at 3,738 miles. That's what I'll have for this week. I'd like to have gotten $4,000, but it's just really not possible for me to do that with my hours being the way they are. I picked up 5 hours last night. I'm picking up 4 tonight. I'm running really low. I've barely got enough hours to get this load delivered, and
in 1 mile, keep left to I-94
East. It's going to depend on construction and traffic and all that stuff. I'm not real sure how many hours I'm going to have left once I get to the final. So, I may be too short to pick up a load, and I may have to sit for a night until I pick up some more. I don't know. I'm gonna have to cross that bridge once I get a little bit closer, because there's too many variables for me to try to plan it out. There's just too much construction between here and there. And it's not feasible for me to sit here, not even in Chicago yet, and trying to decide,
keep left onto
how many delays I'm going to
East.
have getting here to Massachusetts. So, I'm going to run this about 6 hours today, because I'm really, really low on hours, and it doesn't deliver until
in 1 mile, keep left to I-94.
It doesn't deliver until Monday, and these places are closed on the weekend, so there's no chance of me delivering it early. I can't even get lucky on this one. So I've got 3 days to get it there. 1,100 miles, easy to do. Normally I'd complain and bitch a little bit for having to take an 1,100 mile load, 3 days to deliver. Since I can do 1,100 miles in 2 days, normally I'd be complaining about it over this little bit here. But with my hours the way they are, it works out for me.
Keep left onto I-94.
I'll run about 6 hours, give or take, today. I'll pull over between noon and 1 o'clock, somewhere in that area. No need for a 30-minute break. And then I'll haul out again.
Continue on I-94.
I'll haul out again early in the morning. Probably really early in the morning, and then, I'll drive it most of the way there. I'll probably run about 10 hours tomorrow. Get it most of the way there, and then I'll park and get up early the next morning and bring it the rest of the way in on Monday. They may or may not have overnight parking there, but my hours are so low right now that I don't think I can make it, in 2 days anyway. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it about 6 hours today, and then we'll see. And I don't know if they have overnight parking or not. If they do, I'll be able to find out. I've got the directions on the Qualcomm, and it's got that information in there. And I'm on a Facebook page with a lot of our drivers, and so I can ask some of them guys, and they'll let me know, if there's overnight parking there or not. I'll pull it up on Google Earth when I get, closer, like, tonight or something. I'll pull it up on Google Earth and take a look at it and see what I'm looking at when I get there. But that's pretty much the update. I'm sore. I've had a few things go wrong. My multi-outlet, adapter, I guess it's not a multi-outlet, but the 3-prong adapter that I've got melted on me. It had a nuclear meltdown, so I had to trash it. That's $17 out the window, and bought another one on Love's Points. I had $18 and something on Love's Points over the last couple of days. I had $60, and I spent it all on upgrading my antenna for the truck, and then of course, as soon as I do that, I have this issue happen. So I fueled up over 2 days, and over 2 days I've got, or 3 days, 2 or 3 days, I got $18 worth of points on there. So I used those today to get me another adapter, and I'll put all that stuff together, straighten it out, and get all my stuff plugged back in. I'll do that today when I get stopped. I'm going to go ahead and run this all the way out. I'm not going to stop or anything. I'm fueled up, and I've got full everything right now. So all I'm going to do is run it out, this 6 hours or so, find a place to park, and then call it a night. It'll be stopped early, around noon. I can pull out as early as midnight, once my 10-hour break is over. Or I can pull out as soon as my 10-hour break's over. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'll probably just, kick back till about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, read a book or something, and, interact with these folks on Facebook, talk to a few of the friends that I got, and just relax a little bit, try to get, where the shoulder isn't hurting so bad. This mattress set up the way it is it's killing my shoulders and my upper back, even my legs hurt. It is what it is. It's part of the life out here. The mattresses they give you, they're just not comfortable, and in order to make them comfortable, you have to get you know, you have to get things to add to it. You know, like I'm looking at getting one of them 4-inch mattress toppers, memory foam. That's what I really want for it, you know. And I get that, and it'll be a lot more comfortable. But you know, I mean, you're looking at $150, $160. It's a lot of money, and I've bulked it and spending that much, you know. But now, as sore as I am, it's going on my list, you know. I don't understand why Love's doesn't carry that kind of stuff. You know, I could damn sure save up Love's points and pay for it. Anyway, you know, that's the way it is. So I'm on the road. I'm on the outskirts of Chicago. I guess, you know, technically they probably consider this Chicago. You know, kind of like they consider the Woodlands Houston. Sugarland is Houston. Really, they're not, you know, but they are. You know what I mean? If you live in a big city, you know what I mean. I'm coming up on Evanston right now, and you know, it's on the northern edge of the Chicago area. Technically, I think I'm in. You know, I guess I could be considered in the Chicago. Traffic's not too bad yet. But I haven't gotten around that Skyway area yet either. Some subject can get pretty bad pretty quick. So, you know, just real quick, you know, I haven't given a shout out to my boys in a while. Andrew and Robert, you guys are great. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work, you know, and y'all can avoid killing each other, you know. Maybe one of these days you'll actually get along. They say boys will be boys. Sometimes I think ours are too, you know, are take it to extremes, you know what I'm saying? But they're great kids, love them, and I miss them. So I'll be home in a few weeks, you know, and hopefully Andrew, you can come out with me when I get home. And then to my wife, you know, of course I miss her. It takes a special spouse, I've said it before, to be a trucker's wife, you know. So she's a good one. I'll keep her. And then, you know, I got, you know, William Chervin. He's off there in the Neill school right now. He'll be finishing up here in about a week or so, and then going out with his trainer. Got a lot of faith in them guys down there, you know. I know 3 or 4 of them, only one of them is a friend of mine. That's William. But I got to meet a lot of them guys, you know, at the school when I was at home last time. And man, I'm rooting for you guys, man. Y'all are doing good. You know, and then I got, you know, Anthony Montenegro. You know, he's starting school Monday, which will be when I deliver this load. It'll be his first day of school. He's not going with Millis. He's going with a local college. To get his training, and then I think he's going to either start with U.S. Express or Schneider. He's still back and forth about making up his mind. So whichever one he starts with, you know, he'll do all right. Both of them are decent companies. Got a lot of new friends, you know, that I picked up off of the Ruthless Grinder site. You know, and if you guys are watching my videos, I appreciate it. So shout out to you guys also. And meanwhile, you know, I'm just going to keep on rolling. I just started recently watching these videos from this guy, Trucker Steve. I've heard a little bit about him here and there, but you know, I've never really paid much attention to his videos. The other day I decided to go ahead and pull them up and look at them. Man, I was surprised, honestly, you know. Got some negative comments about the guy, you know, like, you know, every one of us. I'm sure I'm going to generate quite a few of them also. You know, but everybody's going to have some negative comments on him. You know, you can't please everybody all the time. You know, there's always going to be somebody that, you know, doesn't like what you're doing. You know, but this guy, he does a lot of these, I guess you call them like documentaries, you know, where he talks to drivers and lets them give their perspective on things, and it's very, very well done. Very well done. A lot of good information, you know, a lot of a lot of good stuff coming out of there, man. The guy is good at what he's doing. He puts it together very well. And he's a driver. He's been driving for a long time, so he's not an outsider given his perspective. I'm just starting to watch his videos, and honestly, he seems to be a pretty good guy, and I'm really liking the stuff that I've seen so far. So, shout out to Trucker Steve. You keep on doing what you're doing, and I'll get around to watching them all, as soon as I can. So, anyway, y'all, I've been rambling on a little bit long enough, and, you got the update. You know where I'm going. One more thing before I leave, and then I'm going to shut it down. I am doing a little experiment. You all know that it's always been my ultimate goal to be an owner-operator. I mean, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working towards. That's what I'm trying to accomplish, is to become an owner-operator. Right? In doing that, I have always kept my information screen, I guess you can call it, up here on trip economy, okay? Trip information. And what I do is I watch my miles per gallon, okay? And just to see what the truck is doing, so I can understand what the truck is doing and how the truck operates well. The mindset of an owner-operator and the mindset of a company driver are completely different. A company driver lives off miles. Right? He has to have miles. The more miles that he has, the more he gets paid, and the better his paycheck is. So for a company driver, keeping it hammered down all the way to the floor is the way to go. It doesn't matter if fuel economy isn't important. The company's paying for the fuel. For him, the fuel economy is not the important thing. What's important is, at the end of the day, how many miles that he's done. All right. And so if your truck is governed at, most of ours are governed at 66. If you're new at 62, you run hammer down, you run at 66 all day long, everywhere you go, constantly. Unless of course you're in a lower speed limit, and then a lot of drivers still run 66. But fuel economy is not the important thing. The mindset of a company driver is, they're paying me dirt cheap anyway to run freight, and I'm not getting paid what I'm worth, and they're pocketing all the extra money. They got all these, all this money that they're making off of us, but they're not funneling it down to us. So I don't really care if they save money or not. I'm going to run these miles out, and I'm going to make as many miles per week as I can make. Because without that, you're not going to be making a paycheck. Okay. So that's the mindset of most company drivers, right? But owner-operators are different, because owner-operators have to pay for their fuel. So for an owner-operator, it's not about miles. For an owner-operator, it's about getting paid per load, right? And there's so many different ways that you can settle your pay. Some people get paid a percentage, some people get paid by the mile. But for an owner-operator, the deal is they want less miles and the most money for the miles that they drive. So for an owner-operator, it's not about miles, it's about the load. And in doing so, it's about the fuel economy. So what I'm doing right now is a little experiment in which I'm going to try to watch the way that I drive, okay? And I'm going to do it for about a week or so, because I'm a company driver and I need miles. Miles are what's important to me. But it's also important to me to understand how driving habits affect the fuel economy in a truck, okay? So I'm going to, this week, be a little bit more conservative about how I drive, and I'm going to, run at a slower speed, just to see what the difference is on the miles per gallon for the truck. And then the weekend after that, or the week after that, I'll go back to driving the way that I normally drive, which is hammered down, at full speed all the way through, and I'm going to look at the fuel mileage running in that manner, and I'm gonna see what the honest difference is, all right, between running the two of them, and I'll let you know. Okay, so that's the end of my update. I'm not gonna ramble on much longer because I know this is getting long. Wish me luck. Peace out. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and much love to y'all. All right, peace out.